大家好，我是朱怡花。
大家好，我是 Jonas.
Yeah. We have a guest here.
Yes.
A special guest.
Thank you. What is the topic for today?
So today the topic we're going to talk about is what we can't do without, now that we are used to it in Taiwan.
The things we can't live without when we are going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss so much if you go back to Sweden?
You're about to go back, right?
Yeah, maybe this video will come up when I'm in France.
It's so sad.
I know.
How do you feel about going back?
No, don't do this! Of course I'm very sad.
Yeah, I think your whole community is sad that you are leaving.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make you emotional, but...
So I could cry like on the thumbnail?
Yeah, you want to get subscribers. Just cry. That's really... Okay, the three things. I will start. Something that I didn't do in Sweden, but that I started to do here is actually playing badminton. It's in Taiwan that almost everyone is playing badminton. At least the level is like pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Taiwanese actually play more basketball.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
When I came here, I started playing badminton 1 or 2 times with my girlfriend. I don't know if you've seen her, but she's pretty short, you know. She's shorter than...
Shorter than me?
Than you are, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. So I thought I would have a huge advantage because I'm long, I can smash. Then we played. Yeah. She jumps, she runs, but she beat the crap out of me because I'm pretty competitive. So I signed up for 2 badminton classes. At the beginning, my motivation is to beat her, you know. Yeah. But after a while, I realized, damn, I really like to play badminton, and it's really nice. I think it's really easy in Taiwan to make friends, right? You can do a language exchange or do activities, but the benefit of doing badminton is that I made a lot of friends in the different generations. Through this playing badminton, I have made friends with some 60-year-old Taiwanese who still beat me. Like they're still they don't smash at that age, but they shoot the ball in places where I just can't reach. Yeah, so I can play with my girlfriend now.
Well, I'm not into sport, but the thing that I really appreciate here is that I can walk around.
Yeah.
Without worrying in any way.
Do you mean like safety?
Yeah, safety.
Yeah.
Like if I go out here, I'll be like, oh, I could just have a walk and then finally go to a coffee shop and have a coffee.
Yeah.
In France, it's like I go out of my home, I walk, and there's nowhere to go because I cannot afford it. It's too expensive.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like if it's at night, I wouldn't be able to go back home because there's no bus back home, or I contact a taxi. It's too expensive, or I would be afraid that people would attack me.
Sweden is not a very dangerous country, but yesterday I was in the night market and I was by myself and I wanted to go home from the night market, so I just take up Google Maps, you know, like this, and put in the location, and the location was showing me really some small, super narrow streets, like how to go. And if I was in Sweden, like in Stockholm or Gothenburg, where I live, I wouldn't take those small, narrow streets, you know. I would just go to the big streets that's a little bit more crowded and feels more safe. But here I didn't even think about it. It's 12 o'clock in the night. I just followed the exact location of Google, going in some really small streets. Yeah. Even there was some people passing me there, you know, and I never feel like something's gonna happen. And I'm so afraid that if something like this will happen in Taiwan, that I will kind of lose this feeling. Yeah. But now I feel it's really, really precious because I can put my bag anywhere and I can put my cell phone here, mark this is my table, and go to the restroom, you know.
Yeah.
This is insane.
In France, it's like if it's like this, even if you watch it, they would take it. The
second thing, and for me, it's gonna be a little biased now because last week I did a road trip around in Taiwan and go to a lot of waterfall and hot spring. Please check. You know, the nature in Taiwan is just totally different than the nature in Sweden. The nature in Sweden, it stays the same. We don't have any earthquakes, we don't have any typhoons. The nature in Sweden is just the same. But in Taiwan, you know, 1 year ago I go to a waterfall, and if I check it this year, been an earthquake, been a typhoon, it kind of really changed the nature, you know. What I miss is actually the natural hot springs. During this trip, one evening we were camping next to a hot spring in the middle of the night, and we had been doing the hot spring for a few hours, so my friends wanted to get up from the hot spring, but I still wanted to do it. And it was the middle of the night, so you can see the stars and everything. So I dressed down totally naked. Can I say? I don't know how. In my channel I can say it, but I don't know if I can say it on your channel.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
There's no censorship here.
Thank you so much. That's a great thing about YouTube. You never need. You might get demonetized, but I dressed out completely naked, and I don't know where I'm going with this story. I wasn't completely naked because I had a little headlamp, you know. And I like lay down, floating in the hot spring. It's like 40 degrees in the middle of the nature, looking up, looking at all the stars, and it was really a moment for me. I'm afraid I'm gonna come off like a pervert on your channel if it's the first impression. Like,
we have a saying in French to say like someone is nude.
Yeah.
We say like nude as a
sweet.
worm.
Okay. As a worm?
As a worm, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can totally imagine a worm with a light on.
Yeah.
I think the second thing that I would miss, and I think everyone knows it, is like dohua.
Yeah. It's so funny that you mentioned this because when I prepare about this video, so we're gonna talk about the thing we are missing in Taiwan, and I thought about what I really won't miss about Taiwan, and I was thinking like all these dessert places that just put like red bean and different kind of tofu and stuff. Yeah. Can you get bubble tea in France?
We can get bubble tea in France. It's very expensive. I had like one very good bubble tea in Paris because it's Taiwanese that opened the shop there. Otherwise, it's like it looks very weird. Sometimes like the bubble tea are like very green. Like they have
This is the same thing in Sweden too.
Yeah.
Like when they want to sell this Asian style things, especially dessert, they tend to make it very colorful. My third thing, I thought about something and I don't know exactly how to like tell it, but I'm from the very small village in Sweden actually, and so the other day I was gonna go and check out coin karaoke. Me and my girlfriend wanted to do the coin karaoke. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, that's the place where you enter, you put a coin and you can sing one song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of Taiwanese they want to do 3-hour sessions of karaoke. Like so many times.
I can deal with 5 hours actually. So.
You can do it?
Yeah.
But on the way there, we passed the cinema, and there's so many, different movies to choose from, and we find a really good movie that we wanted to watch. We watched that one. Afterwards, we went to the coin karaoke, and we were done with that. We went to some bar, I think also, if you would go to a Swedish city and have this, you can kind of have a similar lifestyle, but that taxi ride to go to the first place, that's gonna be the same budget as that whole evening was.
Yeah.
So that is still, it's kind of like affordable also for Taiwanese to have this kind of lifestyle, I think, here.
Yeah.
How about in Bordeaux? You're going to Bordeaux?
I don't live in the center of the city. It's a hassle. If I go to the center of the city, I need to take a 30 minutes bus ride, and then stay back, so it's like an hour.
Yeah, and you could do it with a taxi, but that would be like 30 euro or something, or?
That would be hell.
Yeah.
And even like, I don't think there's so much fun in France either. Maybe you can go to a bar, but drinks are expensive. You can go to clubs, but it's like, it's no fun. But a lot of people would just come and annoy you.
Yeah.
Like, hey girl,
I don't get that so much, but
hey guy.
Yeah. No, it doesn't happen a lot in Sweden actually. But the starting cost of going out in Sweden is just very high,
Yeah.
There's no family mart. Like here, if you want to take a beer, you can go to family mart and take a beer, and that will be like 40 Taiwanese dollars.
Yeah.
And in Sweden, that first beer is still like €5 at the bar if you find a really cheap bar,
I know.
So, yeah.
So have you ever been to like very old movies, cinemas? I mean, like it's like you can go, you take a DVD there.
Oh, okay, no,
And
it's
then,
something
so
different.
it's like, you just don't watch it at home. You just take a DVD, and then you pay for like an individual room with like a sofa. Like they give you drinks, and then you drink and you watch it, and you can be like with a friend, just 2 people. It's like very convenient. It's better than.
What is this called here? Is this some kind of
think one is called YouTube, and it's like one is in Ximending and one is in Donghua.
I lived in Korea before, and this is super common in Korea. They have so many. They call it DVD bang. But I didn't know it's here too.
There's a few here.
And is it a place that couples used to go to?
Yeah, I guess.
The funny thing in Korea, so a lot of people go there just to watch a movie because they like watching movies. But other people go there just to spend time with their partner.
Yeah.
and which is the longest movie that you know? You know Titanic?
Oh.
Titanic is fucking long, right?
Yeah.
Because it was the same price for any movie. A lot of people went for the movies, some people didn't go for the movies, and they always would rent Titanic. No further comment. They just like Titanic.
Titanic is a good movie.
Yeah, it's great. And then I would ask my Korean friends, like, oh, so what is your favorite movie? And I say, oh, I love Titanic. And I know why.
Last point that I will miss is probably, I know that's gonna be like very sentimental,
Yeah,
dramatic.
it's okay. Yeah, you can add those violins.
It's you guys, all the subscribers,
Yeah.
you, all my friends here.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess like after 2 years here, I met like so many friends.
Yeah.
And it's like, I felt like I'm leaving all my family away.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You didn't prepare me for this sentimental moment. I thought we were gonna say I miss bubble tea. I miss. Oh, that's
about
very
it.
touching.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you think?
Titanic!
Do you think? Please add the Titanic music.
Da-da-da-da. Can I sing it?
Do you think you're coming back in the future?
For now, I can't have like any plan
Yeah.
because I'm going to study my master degree.
Oh.
It's at least 2 years. And well, I really want to go back anyway.
Of course,
Yeah.
I am sure you will come back.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
So that's about it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to check his channel, all his videos.
Please check my channel.
I'm trying. And don't forget to subscribe to both of us. Like the video if you liked it, and share it. It's always welcome to share the video. And see you next time.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh.